Economy traveller recently tried out Batik Air's newly introduced direct flight from Melbourne to Kuala Lumpur. Hi, this is Leslie. Booking was straightforward. The direct flight we preferred was a night flight and the pricing was good. If you select economy, Batik Air gives you a choice of 3 levels of inclusions, which varies the pricing. You can later choose your seat and add on meals, or do this through managed booking when you check in. Online check-in opens 24 hours before departure, up to half an hour before. There's no contactless check-in for Batik Air flights in Melbourne. Once you've found your row number, get in the queue. Fortunately, the queue moved quite quickly and we didn't need to repack our bag. Then it was off to wait for our flight. After takeoff, we settled into our seat, 7A, bulkhead seat, just behind the business cabin. Although there's an attachment point, they didn't seem to have a bassinet available for my neighbour. With no exit door, our 2 windows gave us a great view of storms over Western Australia and sunrise as we neared our destination. The seat was comfortable, but solid armrests in between mean you can't spread out. Seating's arranged in banks of 3 across over 2 aisles, slightly offset. The last half dozen rows are split 2-3-2. We usually like these paired seats towards the rear of the aircraft, but the extra legroom in 7A was a bonus, and we were off the aircraft very quickly on arrival. The head and lumbar support was welcome, and there was plenty of room for our hand carry on the floor after we took off. The tray table is stored in the armrest on the right of your seat. It's easy to pull out and is a simple fold-out tray with cup spaces on the right of the half table, but strangely placed on the left when opened. There were USB charging sockets on this aircraft, which was very handy, as you can no longer use power banks for charging since mid-March 2025. Your in-seat entertainment screen is tucked into the support between the seats on your right. I've always found these a struggle to pull out, and though my neighbour's screen was working fine, mine was dead as a doornail, even with help from the cabin crew. Fortunately, the USB socket worked. Once it got light, I practiced for next time. Although I'd selected chicken rice for my pre-booked meal, it was unavailable, so I took the offered teriyaki chicken instead. It came with a bottle of water and wooden cutlery. It was breakfast time and was individually delivered about an hour before landing, as the lights had just been turned on when the sun rose. We found the quality and quantity adequate, but though the meal was tasty, it was a bit early for rice. Delivery was efficient, but rather rushed as we were so close to landing. They do have a range of different types of snacks and meals on board. Check your in-flight magazine for choices, but be aware that some may be unavailable due to space constraints. We had to walk back to get to the closest toilets, a bank of 4, with another staggered group at the rear of the aircraft, which looked smaller. There was a baby change table, soap dispenser and plenty of paper supplies, but we were surprised to see an ashtray, as smoking isn't allowed. The toilets were well lit and clean, though the sink in the one we used was blocked. The The duty-free card came around not long before we landed, but I'd already checked the in-flight magazine and found nothing I needed, so I didn't need to try my luck. Generally, a good flight, apart from the non-working screen, and we made up time on our journey, pulling into the satellite building of KLIA Terminal 1, only a little delayed. If you've enjoyed our video and would like to see more, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.